Many of us have ventured into the vast wilderness that Idaho plays host to. We've viewed from the top of mountains and the deepest canyons. But what are our limits? How far out into the great beyond can we go? We're actually limited far more than you think. The average hiker hikes at 2 miles an hour, which at that speed would take you 5 hours to hike just 10 miles. And the average mountain biker rides at 12 miles an hour, which going the same distance would take nearly 50 minutes. With this limited speed and distance, the places you can venture to becomes restricted. This is a map of various trailheads around Idaho, and the highlighted sections are about the average hike and mountain bike ride. You're missing so much of what the trails in Idaho has to offer. When you're on a dirt bike, you can reach distances far exceeding those of traditional hikes and mountain bike rides. You can ride up to 60 to 100 miles in a single day. You can visit hidden lakes, mountains, and rivers that only a handful of people have ever seen. The only limits you have depends on how prepared you are. First and foremost, you need experience. The trails you ride on are no different than hiking and bicycling trails. This can be difficult when you are trying to ride fast to cover a long distance. You must be able to anticipate what is around the corner and be able to adjust to hazards on the trail. Being overconfident can lead to some serious injuries. This happened to me in 2014 when I fractured my neck on the sand dunes. When you have a 250-pound bike between your legs going 40 miles an hour, it gets hard to control. A Mayo Clinic study showed that 70% of emergency room injuries relating to a dirt bike accident were that of the head or spine, 93% of which were wearing a helmet. Another thing you need when you're out there is preparation for bike maintenance. When you are miles and miles deep into the wilderness with no roads or people near, you need to be ready for the worst. If you sink your bike in a river, or you turn a corner and hit a tree that has fallen on the trail, you need to have the knowledge and tools necessary to fix your bike. Idaho is home to thousands and thousands of miles of trails. They branch off and snake all over the state. Getting lost out there is dangerous. It is essential to study the map and mark your trails as you go. Riders always bring extra food and water to prepare for the worst case scenario. Being able to explore the wilderness comes at a cost. Being prepared is the name of the game. Most people don't realize the intensity and difficulty of cross-country dirt biking, but the level of work it takes to be able to safely and confidently prepare yourself is often disregarded. But all of this is worth it because nothing compares to the freedom and beauty of being out on those trails gives you, knowing that you are seeing what only a handful of people have seen. Venturing out further than any hike you've been on, any mountain bike ride, is exhilarating.